Hi everyone, welcome to the dark side of YouTube. If you don't know me, my name is eyessassin. I am a rapper slash producer and average music enjoyer, of course also known as Asian Mark Zuckerberg. In this occasion I'm gonna shoot my opinions on new record by one of the biggest artists from United States of America, Punk by Young Thug. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Young Thug album cover always lit bro. He legit made one of the best album arts in 2021. Young Thug finally drops the highly anticipated, uber stacked, and somewhat strange, Punk. Young Thug, T-Shine and J. Cole's completely different styles mesh well in Stressed. Young Thug goes tired black mother, glass breaker, his high-pitched vocals broke at least 5 glasses in my house, reckless spender, and Captain Save a Chick in Stressed. As for featured guests J. Cole and T-Shine, the former goes angry customer, rich douchebag, and Deshaun Jackson in his verse, while the latter sounds like your everyday Joe that legitimately sounds like someone that is dealing with the stress that comes with heartbreak, meeting expectations, and getting money. I know that you are afraid to say it, so I will. T-Shine washed both Cole and Thug on this song. We can definitely agree that he washed Thugger, right? Young Thug, Post Malone and ASAP Rocky clearly made Living It Up after getting fancy at Applebee's. There aren't many rappers that could make a track like Living It Up. Matter of fact, I'm not sure I would even call it a hip-hop track. For starters, the song features an instrumental that is powered by only snaps and a few guitar licks. As for Post Malone and Young Thug, they gift us with soothing melodies that you would probably hear on a country song. When it comes to ASAP, for most of his verse, he hits us with authentic rap bars, but even he falls for the song's gentle nature because he eventually brings out his melodic side. Do you know something that I always fall for when I write reviews for albums? I look at a track list, locate a song that features big name artists, then automatically assume that it is great. I promise, I won't fall for that again. After this review, Muthasuka, Bubbly, is hotter than Black China in medium clothing. For starters, I am pretty sure that the song's producer watched Halloween 3, the Season of the Witches before creating the primary beat because I hear elements of the music that you hear during chase scenes in the movie. Over the beat, both Young Thug and Travis Scott rap like dudes with their chests out, with condoms in their pockets, and with wads of money in their hands. In my opinion, the two of them are what makes the song go. Drake is on yet another song with 2 different beats. This guy is picky. During his part in Bubbly, thing gets darker than the real-life story behind Chippendales. As expected, Drake sticks his chest out like his counterparts, ultimately sounding like the second coming of Nav. Can you believe that Nav is being emulated by superstar musicians like Drake these days? Faces is the shortest track on Punk, but also one of the most satisfying tracks on the album. Faces is one of those tracks that will have you grungily saying, Amen, over and over again. The song boasts this lively, almost churchy instrumental that prompts Thugger to shift between a competitive, humble, gangsta, pimpish, and sly guy. More than anything, I love how this song feels on my soul, even though it sounds like a glorified freestyle. If Kirk Franklin was featured on this song, I would have given it 5 stars. You can even have evil Kirk Franklin in the song and it would sound good. Please Google evil Kirk Franklin to understand what I mean. Thugger's underrated singing skills and sly rap skills are put on full display in Stupid Asking. Do you know what the stupid side of Stupid Asking reminds me of? A slightly better version of Lil Wayne's How to Love hit from back in the day. We all know that Thugger's idol was Wayne, so it makes sense that he decided to channel him for the song. The reason I say that Stupid is slightly better than How to Love is because I feel like Thug appropriately bears his soul in the former, switching between everything from a jilted lover to an arrogant shoulder brusher. Also, let's be real, Thugger is a better singer than Wayne. Wayne sounded like he was on the cusp of upchucking in How to Love. Though, Asking only gets a minute and some change to shine, I think this portion of the song finishes off the sentiments of Stupid very well. Everyone knows that you get past a breakup by spending money stupidly. Fire plus fire equals fire, who would have thunk it? When Young Thug decides to hang up his mic, I think he will have one of the most confusing Hall of Fame cases in the history of music. While I think that he shows flashes of greatness in his music, he also shows flashes of what the wellness. Depending on who you talk to, Young Thug either hits more highs or more lows in punk. He straddles the line between good and bad so well in this album. One thing that I love about Young Thug is that he likes to play a bunch of different characters in his music. What I think is very interesting about punk is that Thugger plays all of these characters over modest instrumentals a bunch of times. For example, Stupid Asking features a very gentle instrumental, yet Thugger switches between someone that is belligerent and overly emotional in the song. Trust me, I'm not complaining, I actually love that. I will say this, though, I think he definitely comes with the right murderous energy on explosive tracks like Scoliosis. At times, most of the time, Thugger's lyrics in punk are flipping outlandish. One line from the intro track Die Slow that almost made me turn this album off is when he said, "I always knew I wasn't going to be gay," and that is mainly because he never really explained why he always knew that. Matter of fact, the stories he told in Die Slow were a little confusing to me. Additionally, throughout the album, Thugger pieces thoughts together that are either not clear, dysfunctional, or just plain ol' stupid. Even his lyrics in Stupid were literally stupid. Trust me, I'm not complaining, I actually somewhat like that. Back in the day, I used to call Young Thug the best beat selector in the game. I no longer think that, especially after listening to this album. Don't get me wrong, the beats on punk aren't bad, they just aren't anything special. Aside from Bubbly, Scoliosis, and maybe Stressed, I didn't hear a ton of beats that moved me. Nonetheless, Thugger puts up performances that are so entertaining, you can actually ignore the fact that the beats that he raps sings over are slightly above average. Young Thug called on some heavy hitters for this album: Drake, Gunna, Travis Scott, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, Future, J. Cole, and more. I thought Cole shined bright, Juice WRLD shined bright, Gunna shined bright, Post Malone shined bright, Mac Miller shined bright, and A$AP Rocky was okay. Believe it or not, I thought that Drake's verse on Bubbly was meh. Also, I'm not sure what Doja Cat was able to do in Icy Hot, because I turned the song off 20 seconds in. Icy Hot might be the worst song I've heard in 5 years. I'm not sure if diehard Young Thug fans will love with punk. In my opinion, the songs on the album in which he experimented heavily didn't strike a chord with me, while the songs in which he did his usual thing didn't completely move me. What I do think is that the album will set in stone that he is more than just a trap rapper that likes to go rogue every once in a while. He's an artist with hip-hop roots that paints Picasso-esque pictures that are somewhat enjoyably difficult to understand. I bless this album with the score C+. Feel free to comment down below what's your takes, and perhaps you can recommend me track or album that I can review in the next video. Hit the like or dislike button to rate this video. Thanks for watching, and please don't cry. I'll see you in the next video. Bye nerds.